How's it going, everyone? Nick here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another second stimulus check update for May 15th. I'll mainly be talking about the second stimulus package that the House put forth that actually will be voted on today. For those of you that don't know, this new proposed package is called the HEROES Act. So it's the $3 trillion stimulus package that's supposed to combat the economic times that we're in today. Now, I'm sure many of you know that this second stimulus package includes second stimulus checks. It all is bundled up in the HEROES Act, but currently as is, the HEROES Act has been marked as dead on arrival once it gets to the Senate, assuming it does pass in the House. Now, this is actually because the House Democrats wrote this bill and it is expected to pass in the House, but once it gets to the Republican-controlled Senate, that's where there will be a lot of problems and roadblocks for this second stimulus package. So I actually say dead on arrival because that's what President Trump used when talking about the HEROES Act. So he said DOA. Of course, Nancy Pelosi knows that. And I actually think he's right in a sense that Democrats and Nancy Pelosi actually knew that this bill, the HEROES Act, was not going to be passed as is. Right now, the bill is more like a wish list that the Democrats want, and it gives the Republicans something to go back and forth with, change the wording of some things, take some things out, because I know Republicans think that this $3 trillion bill is way too expensive right now, since we have spent a lot of money on the previous 3 stimulus packages. Again, the HEROES Act is supposed to be voted on today in the House, and it is expected to pass because the House is Democrat controlled. Now, Nancy Pelosi actually came out and said, we're putting our offer on the table, we're open to negotiation. So she does know and realize that this is just a proposal and it's kind of somewhere where they can start the negotiations. So I do think that next week, the beginning of next week, there will be a lot more negotiations going on to actually make revisions to the HEROES Act. Now, Democrats have come out and said that they believe about 80% of the current HEROES Act is actually Republican supported, meaning that a lot of the priorities in the bill actually fall into what Republicans have been talking about. Now, one of the main points by the Democrats is that Republicans actually passed the previous 3 stimulus packages with a bunch of the same things in it. Second stimulus checks, $1,200 stimulus checks, all other types of relief, including relief to small businesses and state and local governments. I think the one point that they might be missing is that Republicans this time around don't feel like it's completely necessary to be spending another $3 trillion as a 4th stimulus package. While Republicans may have signed off on some things before in the earlier stages of the stimulus packages, this time around, I don't know if they're as likely to do it. And just as a quick tidbit, this $3 trillion proposal will actually be the largest proposal in United States history if passed. So I'm just gonna read you guys some quotes from some Republican senators on the HEROES Act and whether or not this second stimulus package will actually pass. So Senator John Barrasso actually says this will not pass, it's not going to be supported. Lindsey Graham as well as the president have said that this bill is dead on arrival, and they all point to the price tag of this bill being $3 trillion, the most in US history, as I said before. Another senator, Lisa Murkowski, a Republican from Alaska, actually told reporters that she sees the House is probably going to be voting on this Friday, and that is today. But she also says, without even looking at it, I really question whether the approach is really the right way to go now. We have a lot to put out there, and we need to make sure it's getting where it needs to go. Meaning that she thinks that this might be rushed, and while she could be right in some cases, things do need to move fast if something like this is going to get revised and passed. So the main takeaways for this is that today we should be expecting the House to pass this bill. There have already been some minor revisions to it, so I do think it'll pass, no problem today. The real drama is next week and how everything unfolds between the two sides, and we can actually see if there's going to be progress made towards some type of agreements or some type of revisions to this bill, or if it's going to be killed altogether. And just as a reminder, if you guys enjoy these stimulus package updates and stimulus check updates, go down below, hit the like button on this video, and be sure to subscribe with the alert bells on so you don't miss any other second stimulus check updates or stimulus package updates in the future. I've been posting pretty much every day and I don't want you to miss any other videos. I also would like you guys to go down below in the comments. Let me know what you think about this whole situation, about the bill. If there's any questions you have, put them down there as well. Have a great one.